Hello and welcome to the show where a random guy tells you about a whiskey that you've probably not tasted, or you already have and now you have to listen to his opinion on what he thinks. Haha. I thought this was better than my original intro, but if you don't like this, hi, I'm the Malt activist and welcome to another whiskey review. And today we have with us a special 2 for 1. And I'm super excited to present to you first the 2020 LAPHROAIG Cairdeas that's been matured in port and wine casks. And last year's LAPHROAIG Cairdeas, which is the triple wood but at cask strength. I thought it might be a nice idea to try them both together. I have already reviewed the 2020 Cairdeas and you can find the link right up here. But the 2019 Cairdeas I haven't reviewed, and I thought it'd be a good thing to just sort of taste them side by side. So, okay, the 2020, the 2019. The 2019 Cairdeas Triple Wood. Essentially, it's the triple wood from the core range, but now served at a cask strength of 59.5% ABV. They're not holding back. And this is made exactly like the regular triple wood, first matured in ex-bourbon, moved to first fill bourbon quarter casks, and then finally for a couple of years finished off in big Oloroso sherry butts. So that's how the triple wood is made, and this they're serving up at cask strength. And I've been trying to do some research, and in some places it says by policy they're supposed to add color to it, and in some places they've said that these particular ones are without any coloring or chill filtration. So I guess do your own research and draw your own conclusions as far as that is concerned. So that was the 2019. Let's put that aside for a second. We now have the 2020. Nice red label. I like this with the gold coloring. Port and wine casks. So basically what they did was they took first fill bourbon barrels, mixed them up with ruby port pipes, and then finished them off in wine casks. Now, the review that I'd done earlier on this, I wasn't sure when I was nosing, and I was like, this could be good or this could be bad, and it turned out that it was very, very decent. So I guess, why am I doing this head to head? I don't know. I felt like doing 2 LAPHROAIG Cairdeas in one video. The world's going through an economic meltdown, so the least I can do is offer you good value for your money. And also, if someone wants to buy one or the other, maybe they can use this video as a reference to do that. Though I really hope that you can get both. So let's do this. The red corner, we have 2020, and in the right corner we have the 2019. Now, whether or not they've been exposed to coloring, I'm not 100% sure. They look very, very similar. Check that out. See that? That's the 2020. See that? That's the 2019. So it makes me think that yes, maybe it was colored. I don't know. I stopped caring at this point. Largely because there's no literature around, and I don't know, man. Maybe I'm not as sensitive about the color issue as most people are. Yes, I'd very much like to look up at a whiskey and see what its natural color is. But then, there's so much E150 coloring going on that sometimes I know and sometimes I don't, and I don't want to be fooled, and so I've stopped caring. That's just my stance, and whether you agree with me or not, that's really up to you. So, which one shall we do first? Let's do 2019 first. The triple wood Cairdeas. What a massive nose. It's immediate alcohol burn. But very, very, very sweet though. Lots of dark chocolate. Hold on, I've got this written down. So yes, dark toffee, sea salt, nutty, very nutty. Almonds, sweet almonds. There's an intense seaweed to this as well. Very coastal, maritime. Aromatic spices, cinnamon, nutmeg. Very Christmas cake, as you would expect, I guess. So you can imagine how how active these sherry casks were. That they've taken this first fill bourbon, then quarter cask, and then really owned this distillate. What else? Salted caramel, bitter citrus, and hints of vanilla. So this is a typical LAPHROAIG nose. Like if you gave it to me anywhere, I would get that very signature iodine and red licorice that is present in almost all LAPHROAIGs, and be able to suss it out. There's a dry minerality to it as well. So overall, good nose. Minus the alcohol burn. So every time your nose takes a break and you go back to it, you realize that this is 59.5%. Yeah, no playing around. But good nose, I like it. Yes. I knew this was going to happen. But this is the reason I like super intense, high strength whiskeys. Oh, jeez. That's really good. Haha. Very nice delivery. Drying. Dry fruits, lots of dry fruits. Maple syrup, that bitter citrus orange peel is back. Very ashy, quite smoky. The dry spices are back as well, the cinnamon and the nutmeg. That Christmas cake feeling I get again. And then just loads and loads and loads and loads of dark chocolate. Big long finish. Again, quite spicy, oily. So just like the original triple wood that you get at, I think, 48%, it has the same, big dark chocolate profile that I have grown to love and respect, and now I am having it at cask strength, which is something that we always say, right? Whatever core range whiskey I drink, I always say, oh, I wish there was a cask strength version of this. And so that's what LAPHROAIG have done. In fact, I think a few years ago they had the quarter cask cartridge, which was also at cask strength. I think that was maybe 57% or something. I don't remember. But this one, 59.5%, your cask strength triple wood. Good whiskey. That red licorice, red fruits really come out strong in this one. Okay, on to the 2020 cartridge. Hello, welcome back, and now we have with us the 2020 cartridge, which is the port and wine cask version. This is bottled at 52%. Definitely a step down from the 2019 in terms of strength, and I guess you're probably wondering, hey, why didn't you try the 52% one first and then go on to the 59% before completely destroying your palate? And the answer is, I didn't think about that. I just drank it, which is fine. But I've cleansed my palate. I took a walk around the block, and now I'm back all refreshed. So What do we think? So this is definitely less aggressive, more mellow. So I think that 7.5% reduction in ABV kind of does that. This is more floral, fortified fruit forward, as you would expect from a red wine and port maturation. But again, you know, has its signature LAPHROAIG aromas like the iodine and the seaweed. Quite salty. It's not as sweet as I thought it was going to be. I can distinguish the notes that the port pipe has instilled into the spirit, and that's that umami, mushroomy, moist warehouse note that you get, which, if overdone, can be quite off-putting, but in here it's quite nice. Then the red fruits, the red cherries, apples, tart strawberries, and just a hint, I think, of milk chocolate. So yeah, so this is definitely you know, less challenging as a whiskey compared to the 2019, and I think it's just down to the ABV and very aggressive, active casks that have been used in that one. But with this, you know, I think it's more of a mellow approach, more of a, you know, palatable approach to this whiskey. Decent nose, I like it. Wow. Lots of red cherries and cough syrup. That very signature medicinal iodine note that you get with LAPHROAIG. This is very pronounced in this one. You know, that red lozenge. Yeah. Again, the red fruits are there. You know, cherries, red apples. Towards the end, it becomes a little more smoky and ashy. And finally, the finish is it's quite decent, medium to long finish, a bit spicy. Again, with that iodine and chocolate and a hint of red fruits. So look, which one do I like better? I don't know. It's a tough call. You know, if push comes to shove, then I would recommend the 2020, the port and red wine maturation over the Carchus triple wood cask strength. So, and by a very small margin, by a very, very small margin. I think they're both excellent whiskeys, but I think just from a balance point of view, the 2020 is a slightly better whiskey, in my opinion. Well, there you go. I hope you enjoyed this little head-to-head. I'm the Malt Activist. Until next time, peace.